Greetings of the day. Myself Rajendra. Today we are going with a solid problem. A square prism 35 mm sides of base and 60 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its corner of the base such that the two base edges containing the corner on which it rests make equal inclinations with HP. Draw the projections of the prism when the axis of prism is inclined to HP at 40 degree and appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degree. So this is a square prism problem. Base side is 35 mm, whereas the axis length is 60 mm. It is resting on HP with one of its corner of the base. Axis is inclined to HP at 40 degree, that is theta is equal to 40 degree, whereas appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degree, that is phi is equal to 45 degree. As it is appears to be, this is a non-locus problem. Draw the horizontal line. Name it as XY VP HP. Now this square prism, it is resting on one of its corner of the base. So construct a square of 35 mm side in HP. Make sure that it is resting on corner. Angle is 45 degree because it is resting on corner. Once again, from this point, 35 angle is 45 degree. That is minus. Once again, 35. So for this line, it is perpendicular, nothing but 45 degree only, and join this one. As it is a square, we have to show the square symbol. With thin line, join the diagonals to get the center. Naming A in the bracket A1, B in the bracket B1, C in the bracket C1, and D in the bracket D1. So this one is O in the bracket O1. Now projecting the points in upward direction from this corner to XY line. All these three are on the same line from here to here and from here to here. Nowadays, the axis length is 60 mm. So as it is a prism, so axis and the sides are parallel to each other. So from this point also, draw vertical line of 60 mm. Similarly, from this point also draw vertical line of 60 mm, and from this one also draw vertical line of 60 mm. Construct a rectangle. So outer boundary is visible. Make that one as darker. This length is 60. Now coming to this one, you can observe this line, it is made up of this corner, center, and this corner. If you see from this side, this edge is visible, this edge is visible, this edge is invisible, whereas this one is the center. So three types of lines are coinciding. Visible is continuous dark line, invisible hidden is dotted dark line, whereas axis is chain line, thin one. So if these three are coinciding, the first preference will goes to this visible edge only. So visible edge is shown with the help of continuous dark. So this line is also continuous dark. Why? Because this edge has the first preference compared to axis and the hidden one. Naming this is A1 dash. So B1 is visible, whereas D1 is invisible. So it is B1 dash in the bracket B1 dash C1 dash. Similarly, this one is A dash B dash in the bracket D dash C dash. Coming to the axis, both are invisible. So this one is in the bracket O dash. So this is in the bracket O1 dash. So this completes the first position. For the second position, as given, axis of the prism is inclined to HP at 40 degree. So as I told you, axis and remaining edges are parallel to each other in the prisms. So nothing to worry. If this edge is making an angle of 40 degree with respect to HP, means axis is also making an angle of 40 degree with respect to HP. So take this line, that is C dash C1 dash line, that is 60 mm, draw for 40 degree with respect to XY line. 60 mm is the length, whereas the angle is 40 degree. This is C dash. This one is C1 dash. Next, A1 dash C1 dash and A dash C dash are perpendicular to C dash C1 dash. The length of those two lines are 49.5 mm. So from C1 dash, draw a line perpendicular to this line. The length will be 49.5. Similarly, from this one also, draw a line 49.5. Join these 2 points. This is A dash. This one is A1 dash. To get this one, this is the midpoint. So from midpoint to midpoint. So we have to mark the angle. This angle will be 40 degree. So once we complete till this one, now project the points in downward direction. A1 dash. So D and D1, D1 we will get here. D1 we will get here, and D we will get here. Similarly, B and B1, B1 we will get here, and B will be at this point. A1, C1, all are on the same line. A1, C1, A, C. So this will be the A1. B1, C1, D1. Similarly, this is A, B, C, and D. So all the outer points of every view, it is visible. So it will be from A1, I will start A1. So D1 is the outer point, D1, D, C, B, B1, back to A1. These are the outer points. These are visible. Next, once we draw till this one, next, coming to the top face. So out of 4 shorter edges, 2 are joined. That is DC and BC are joined. We are left with AD and AB. So AB is this one, this line from A dash to B dash. A dash, D dash will be behind that one. So that is both are nearer to the observer. Both are very nearer to the observer. So it is visible. So BA and AD are continuous lines. Similarly, coming to the bottom face, A1 D1 and A1 B1 are already joined. We are left with B1 C1 and C1 D1. B1 dash C1 dash. So this is the B1 dash C1 dash. Behind that one, D1 dash C1 dash will be there. So these two edges are away from the observer. So it is invisible. So we have to draw with dotted lines. That is B1 C1 and C1 D1 away from the observer. That is this edge from this point to this point. It is away from the observer. It is invisible. Next, both the faces are completed. Next, coming to the longer edges, DD1, BB1 are joined. We are left with AA1 and CC1. AA1, that is A dash A1 dash. If you see from this point, this is nearer to the observer. That is visible. So join AA1 with continuous dark line. Whereas coming to the CC1, that is C dash C1 dash. If you see from the top position, that is from this point, this is away from the observer, that is invisible. So we have to show CC1 as dotted, but out of that one, AC1 already we have shown it as a continuous line. So don't show the dotted line here, because the first preference, if more than 2 lines are coinciding, at that time first preference it will goes for the visible edge only. So show the dotted line only between C to A, not from fully C to C1. Only from C to A show the dotted line. As this C1 is made up of 3 dotted lines, 1, 2, and this one third one. So this one should be written in the bracket. Next, coming to the axis. So O dash is here, O is here. This top face is visible, O is visible. Similarly, bottom face is invisible, O1 is invisible. This will be the O1. There is no need to show any axis line because already axis is coinciding with visible and invisible edges. So these two have the higher preference compared to the axis line. This completes the second position. For the third position, he has given axis appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degree. So as it is appears to be, it is a non-locus problem. So first draw 45 degree line. Take a reference. Afterwards, draw 45 degree line. Now we have to copy this whole thing on this axis line, on this 45 degree line. This line is 45 degree. So A1C should be on this line. So first we will mark A1C. A1C length is 77.78 mm. So this is C. This one will be the A1. Once we mark A1C, now we'll mark the remaining points on that line. Yeah, A1C, that is O1, C1, A, O, C. So for that one, we'll go through the dimensions. A1 to O1, 15.91. Similarly, A1 to C1, 31.82. From the same center, 15.91 arc. Similarly, 31.82 mm arc. These two will give us O1 and C1. Similarly, AO we have to get. That is also same distance from C. So this one is 15.91. This one is 31.8. So C as center. Now C as center. 15.91 mm as radius. 15.91 mm as radius. Similarly, C as center. 31.82 mm as radius. This is A. This one is O. So how the lines are drawn? The same way we have to draw the line. A to A1 to A, it is continuous dark, whereas A to C, it is a dotted line. Now after this one, we have to mark DD1, BB1. So there is B1, D1 and BD. These two lines, that is BD and B1, D1. These two are perpendicular to A1C. The length, half length will be 24.75 mm. No. From O1 perpendicular to this line, the length will be 24.75 mm. Similarly, in downward direction, 24.75. Same thing from O also. From O, 24.75. This side also 24.75. Now how it is joined? The same way we have to join here also. A to D1 dark. This is dark. This one is D1, D, B1, B. D to A to B. Now it is dotted for B1 to C1, C1 to D1. The same way how it is there, the same way we have to draw here also. Once this is over, we have to project in the upward position. First we'll draw horizontally. A1, A1 is there on this line. Till this line. B1, C1, it is there on XY line till XY. D1, similarly for ABCD, A, B, C, D. Afterwards, I will mark the origins, that is axis. This is A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, B1 dash, A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Now once again, all the outermost points of every view are visible. So C1 dash to D1 dash, outermost, A1 dash, because if you mark this one also, directly if you go for A dash also, A1 dash it is coming left side, so A1 dash. Next A dash, B dash. If you are going directly for the C1 dash, C dash it is coming outside, so C dash. Afterwards C1 dash. So these are the outermost points. Join these outermost points with continuous dark line. Next, here nearer to the observer, the bottom face is there, so bottom face is completely visible. That is, already we have drawn A1 dash, D1 dash, D1 dash, C1 dash. Now we are left with C1 dash, B1 dash, and A1 dash, B1 dash. You can observe A1 dash, B1 dash. This is A1, B1 nearer to observer, so it is visible. So from A1 dash to B1 dash. Next, similarly B1, C1. So B1, C1 is this one. It is coming below this line, so it is also visible nearer to the observer. That is also visible. So join this one. So bottom face is over. Coming to the top face, AB, that is A dash, B dash, and B dash, C dash are joined already. So we are left with C dash, D dash, and D dash, A dash. So coming to the C dash, D dash, CD. CD is this one. It is farmost from the observer, that is invisible. So it is a dotted line. Similarly, AD, that is A dash, D dash. This one is the AD. So if you see from this side, it is away from the observer, that is also dotted. So bottom and top faces are over. We are left with longer edges. So longer edges, two of that one already we have drawn. That is A dash, A1 dash we have joined, and C dash, C1 dash we have joined. We are left with B dash, B1 dash, and D dash, D1 dash. So BB1, BB1 is this one. If you see from this side, it is visible. So join BB1 with continuous dark line. Whereas DD1 is this one. So this line DD1, if you see from this side, so it is invisible. So dotted line, DD1 with a dotted line. As D dash, it is made up of three dotted lines, it is invisible. Write that one in the bracket, D dash. Next, axis line we have to draw. For that one, first project the axis lines from O1. O1 dash is here till this line. Similarly, from O dash is on this line till this line. So it is nowhere coinciding with any other lines. Join that one with chain line, thin chain line. As bottom face is visible, O1 dash it is written outside the bracket. As top face is invisible, it it has to write in the bracket. This completes the problem. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel.